about kindness today. Showing others they're valuable by how you treat them. Did any of you get to be kind to anyone this week? Nobody was kind to anyone this week? Any kind thing? Maybe you did a kind thing for your mom or your dad or your grandma, your grandpa. What? What did you do? Nice job, Avery. Nice job. In a couple minutes, what we're doing when we've done something kind is we're writing it on a strip of paper and we're making a kindness chain. And after you fill yours out, there's a huge bucket of prizes too for doing that. Yes, sir. You made your bed without anyone telling you? Nice job showing kindness. You did the dishes. That is so kind. Nice job. Drew, did you have an opportunity to do anything kind for anyone? You can think about it and let me know. Okay? Right now, some people could be kind. I could have some volunteers to lead worship for us today. Who would like to lead worship? I'll have the Weeses first. Nice job. Devin, why don't you be at that one and Cora at this one, because I'm going to have to raise it anyway, aren't I? All right. The rest of you can show me some kindness by standing up so we can all sing to Jesus. Ready?
Where you go, I'll go. Where you stay, I'll stay. When you move, I'll move. I will follow. All your ways are good. All your ways are sure. I will trust in you alone. Higher than my side, high above my life.
so much, Weeses. You know, we've been wearing masks for almost a whole year now, and I'm getting pretty good at being able to tell what's going on behind a mask. Are you guys getting pretty good at that? Sometimes I can tell if you're smiling, and sometimes I can tell if you're not. Can you tell when I'm smiling? Yeah? I really, since we have to cover up our mouths, oh, there's a nice smile. I would love to be able to look out here and see that you're smiling even though I can't see your mouth. That would be a very kind thing for you guys to do for me today. Feel like you're up to that? Be smiling even though I can't see your mouths. Thanks, guys. Okay, worship leaders, can I have a couple more? And Aiden, what is our song going to be? Good, good Father. I will have Alice and Drew. Did you? Where do you live? In Durant? All right, let's stand up again, guys. Ready.
Oh, I've heard 1,000 stories of what they think you're like, but I've heard the tender whisper of love in the dead of night, and you tell me that you're pleased and that I'm never alone. You're a good, good Father. It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are, and I'm loved by you. It's who I am. It's who I am. It's who I am. Oh, and I've seen many searching for answers far and wide, but I know we're all searching for answers. Only you provide, 'cause you know just what we need before we say a word. You're a good, good Father. It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are, and I'm loved by you. It's who I am. It's who I am. It's who I am. Because you are perfect in all of your ways. You are perfect in all of your ways. You are perfect in all of your ways to us. You are perfect in all of your ways. Oh, you're perfect in all of your ways. You are perfect in all of your ways to us. Oh, it's love so undeniable. I can hardly speak. Peace so unexplainable. I can hardly think as you call me. Deeper still as you call me. Deeper still as you call me. Deeper still into love. Love, love, you're a good, good Father. It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are, and I'm loved by you. It's who you are, and I'm loved by you. It's who I am. It's who I am. It's who I am. You're good. You are perfect in all of your ways. It's who you are. It's who you are, and I'm loved. You are perfect in all of your ways. It's who I am. It's who I am.
Nice job. Thank you so much, girls. Doesn't it feel good to worship God? To let him know how much we love him, and so we can tell how much he loves us. You know, one of the things that helps us show kindness to our families and to our friends is when we cheer them on, when we encourage them. How many of you guys have ever done a sport or a game and that you needed somebody to say, "You're doing a great job, good for you"? Have you had that experience? It makes us feel good, doesn't it, when people cheer for us? How does it make us feel when we're trying our hardest and people are just like this? That doesn't feel as good, does it? Feels good to you? You'd rather not? Is there another way you can think of that is encouraging to you? How people can show you kindness? Maybe by leaving you alone, that's how they're showing you kindness? Yeah, some people are like that. That's okay. Drew. Say that one more time for me. What did you think of that you did that was kind? At the basketball tournament? That is wonderful. So you'll need to remember to come fill that out on one of our strips to add to our chain. That's wonderful. Well, we're going to practice encouraging each other today. We're going to have a little competition between Club Pi and Club Sigma. This is going to be our target area. I've got this huge bucket of foam balls, and it's totally full. We have to see how long it's going to take to get these balls, all of them, into that box. You have a choice. If you want to volunteer to play this, you have a choice. You can try, you can't carry them in the bucket. You have to carry them in your arms. But you have a choice. You can play it safe and just carry a couple of them at a time. Or you can try to carry your arms full of them to get them in there the quickest. If you drop any, though, if you're trying to carry lots of them and drop them, you have to come start all over again. So you have to think, are you going to take it a little bit easy and maybe just take 4 at a time? Or are you going to try to load up your arms as much as you can and try to take all of them without dropping any? Who thinks they want to try to do that? Avery, we'll let you go first for Club Pi. Do you know what the rest of us are going to be doing? Cheering. We're going to encourage her because we think that she's going to be able to do a fantastic job. Now, Danny, even though if you take a turn and you don't want people to cheer for you, and that's fine. Avery, do you like it when people encourage you and cheer you on? She does. So that's how we're going to show kindness. When you were 6 years old, everybody cheered for your team. That's great. Well, we're going to cheer for you now. And can you put our timer up, the 60-second timer? We'll see how long it takes her to get all of the balls into that box. So as soon as our time, go! See how many she's taken. You can do it. Good plan, good plan. She's going for it. You guys aren't cheering very well. Good job. You got him in there. Avery, you're doing a great job. Fantastic. Look at her go. She's getting all of them. you 20 seconds. That's amazing. Good job. You can take your seat, and now somebody from Club Sigma is going to take them from that box and get them back over there. Are we ready? Drew. Let's see how we're doing cheering. Ready? You ready for the timer? And go. You can do it, Drew. Look at, she's making a plan. Fantastic. Oh! She's got a big handful. She's doing it. Can she beat 20 seconds? That's what we're waiting to find out. You are doing it. Fantastic. Oh, she's going to try to get all of them without dropping up. Oh! Got to take those back to the beginning. Just the last two. Just two of them, sweetie. The two that dropped. Good job. Good job. Good job. Fantastic. I love the way you stuck with it. You kept going. I love that perseverance and determination. Fantastic job. You guys kept cheering for her, which is great. Okay, Pi, who else wants a turn? All right, Devin, we're just going to go down the line. Ready? Can you do it? He is ready to rock and roll. Do you know if you're going to do them carefully or you're going to try to get all of them? Do you already have your plan in mind? Okay, ready? And go. Devin, you can do it. Nice. Look. Oh, he's running. There you go. Wow. Way to hustle, buddy. Look at you go. Nice. Is that it? Oh, my goodness. 18 seconds. Fantastic. All right, Sigma, yours is always a little bit trickier, as you can tell, because you guys are older, because you got to get them to stay in that bucket. I think that's the only problem Drew had, was the size of the bucket. Are you ready? All right, Cora. And go. You can do it! Yay! She's running. She learned from her brother. Good job. Being careful and quick. Look at you go. Two in that hand. Don't. Now careful, it's the bucket. It's tricky. Yay! 15 seconds. Nice. Okay, Pi. Your turn. Who's up? Are you ready? Do you have your plan in mind? Okay. She's ready. Go. You can do it, you can do it, you can do it. I love you guys running. You're doing fantastic. You guys are amazing. Look at you go. That's amazing. That's only 10 seconds and you're still going. So much energy. Nice job. Awesome. Alice, you know. Got your strategy ready? It's a little bit harder for Sigma because you're going from a big container to a small one. Are you ready? I believe in you. You can do it. Go! You got it, girl. You got it. Keep going. You're amazing. Oh, 15 seconds again. Fantastic. Do you want to try it? Okay, let's go. Okay, let us know when you're ready. Go! You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Oh! There you go. Go, go, go. Nice. Look at you hustle. Way to go, Liam. The master baller. Almost got it. Is that it? Nice. Danny, do you want to turn? No? Giving you 2 more seconds. We just want to encourage you. We won't cheer. You're good? Okay, that is absolutely fine. You guys all have to cheer for yourselves. You did a fantastic job, and more importantly, you showed kindness and encouraging each other. We're going to have our story right now and see if you can see anybody who shows kindness or is encouraging to somebody else. Ready?
Hello, superfans! My name is Haley, and if you're like me, you love all kinds of sports! And you love cheering on your favorite people. And you do this because you really love kindness. Kindness is showing others that they are valuable by how you treat them. One thing I've learned as a superfan is that kindness isn't the same for everyone. You have to use different kinds of cheering for different kinds of people. For instance, you don't want to use your air horn at the golf tournament. I learned that one the hard way. You have to cheer one way for a baseball team, another way for tennis, and then soccer, and even racing! A lot of different ways to show kindness. So if you want to show someone they're valuable, you can cheer for them, or like you'll see in today's story, you can give a little extra. I better get ready to cheer on the Bible story.
Ah, yes. Good Bible story. Very well done. Very well done.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story. Inspired by the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 41.
Jesus was rocking the world. Everywhere he traveled, he told about the good news of God's kingdom. He called people to turn away from the wrong things they had done, and he healed sick people. Great crowds began to follow Jesus. So one day, he went up on a mountainside and sat down to share with them how God wants us to live.
Blessed are those who are humble. They will be given the earth.
God created us. He knows that we were designed to find joy and be at peace when we follow His ways, when we see and treat others the way God does. So, right in the middle of what's often called the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus said this.
Suppose someone forces you to go 1 mile. Go 2 miles with them.
Okay, what? To our ears, this probably sounds like a word problem, or maybe like our PE teacher telling us to go run laps. But the people listening to Jesus knew exactly what he meant. They all lived under the rule of the Caesar in Rome. The Romans had conquered many, many territories. Judea had become a little backwater province of the Roman Empire, and Roman soldiers were sent to keep order. Jesus and all the people he taught lived under Roman rule, and they had to obey the law of Rome, including this one.
I decree that any Roman soldier may force a Jew to carry his pack for precisely 1 mile.
If you're thinking, what's the big deal? Think again. Being a Roman soldier was not for wimps. Sometimes the packs they carried weighed as much as 100 pounds. It took real grit and stamina to march for miles carrying that much gear. So it wasn't unusual for a soldier to call on some random person along the road to haul their pack for 1 mile, or about 1,000 steps. And if that person says no, well, it was considered an act of rebellion against the empire. Now, Imagine you're an everyday, ordinary, average Joe, or Joseph. You're hiking along the road. Maybe you're on your way to Jerusalem. When you look up, and in the distance, you see a Roman soldier heading your way.
I don't know about you, but I think I'd turn right around and head back the other way. Or get off the road and head into a grove of olive trees. Or maybe just avoid eye contact at all costs.
But maybe none of that works. The soldier stops, calls you out, and you have no choice but to look up. The soldier orders you to take his heavy pack and haul it along for a whole mile. You can't fight the Empire. So, you pick up the pack. And it's forward march.
You're probably counting your steps the whole way. 58, 59, just waiting until you can drop that pack. 681, 682, holding out until you can get away from this soldier that sees you as scum. 998, 999, 1,000.
That's it. You're free. Roman law says that soldier can't make you go more than 1 mile. So you can toss that pack like it's hot and run on home. Except, Jesus says something else.
Suppose someone forces you to go 1 mile. Go 2 miles with them.
You had to carry that pack the first mile. You didn't have a choice. But now you get to choose. And if you choose to take that pack another mile, it says a lot. It says, I matter. I'm valuable just like you, and I can make my own choices. But it also says you matter. This is a really heavy load you have to carry. And I'm gonna help you not because I have to, but because I choose to. Go the extra mile doesn't just mean go big or go home. Going the extra mile means that you make a choice to help someone, to be kind. You choose an action that says, I'm doing this for you because I want to, not because I have to. And I'm doing this because you are made in the image of God. And that makes you valuable to Him and to me. So, you may not live in an empire, but you can still go the extra mile.
Jesus' disciple Matthew wrote down one of Jesus' most famous sermons, sometimes called the Sermon on the Mount. Jesus taught so many things about kindness, like...
Let your light shine so others can see it! Woo! Do not judge other people. Love your enemies!
And Jesus also said this, suppose someone forces you to go 1 mile, go 2 miles with them. That's where we get the phrase, go the extra mile. Nowadays, people probably aren't forcing you to go a mile, but the idea of what Jesus was saying still works. Going the extra mile means being kinder than you have to be. It means making your bed like you're told and cleaning the rest of your room even if you aren't told. Sometimes it means doing something you know you should before you're told and with a good attitude, but you don't do it for the applause. You go the extra mile because when you follow Jesus, you should be pointing people to Him. People can see how much Jesus loves them through the kindness that you show. So here's the one thing to remember today. Be kinder than you have to be. Show people kindness even when they may not earn it. Give them a little extra kindness they don't see coming. You can be their super fan. I did not see that coming. Goodbye, everybody.
Let's think about ways we can be kinder than we need to be. Let's say it's going to snow this afternoon, and maybe your mom or your dad asks you to shovel the steps. How many of you have steps that go into your house? Okay? That's what they ask you to do. Just the steps. If you were going to try to do what Jesus said and be kinder than we need to be, what could you do? What could be like going the extra mile? Cora. Shoveling the whole thing, the sidewalk too. Nice job. Oh, Alice, I love that example. She said sometimes when she's playing with her brother, she'll do something that he wants, but then it's time for you to get to have your turn to choose what to do. To go the extra mile would be to keep letting him choose what to do. I love that example. What about, this is going to be a little bit of a tricky one. What if your mom or dad says to you after Vineyard Kids, how was Vineyard Kids today? The kind thing would be to answer. You could say fine, good, boring, whatever is your answer about Vineyard Kids. You could just give that one-word answer, but what could you do to go the extra mile to show kindness to your parents? Drew. Yeah. To have more of a conversation with them. Don't just say one word, but to go the extra mile and say something else. Very, very good. Alice. Nice. You could answer about your church, but then you could show interest in them and ask them how big church was. I love that. You guys are so smart figuring this out. Let's figure out how you can go the extra mile with somebody at school who might be not very nice. Do you have anybody in your class at school who's just not very nice? How can you show kindness to that person? How could you go the extra mile with somebody who's not very nice? Avery. We're going to put air quotes around his name. We're going to call him Gabe. Okay. Nice. And so how did you do that? Nice. Avery's saying that when she was in kindergarten, she was put as a partner with a boy that was a little bit of a trouble that we're going to call Gabe. And what she did was not just be his partner without complaining, but actually tried to help him settle down by putting your hand on him and letting him know that you were going to be his friend and be with him. I love that. That's a wonderful example. Cora. Play with her anyway. Very, very nice. Alice. Wow. Could you guys hear that example? That you're kind of arguing and in a fight with the bully, and you both get caught by the teacher, but when you're being talked to, you can kind of take the blame for it so the bully doesn't get in trouble. That is amazing. Since you both really were kind of at fault, since you were both arguing, but taking the blame for that is amazing. Good example. Okay, now think about last example we're going to try to think of, last situation to think of examples for is with your parents again. Because we get to spend a lot of extra time with our parents these days, don't we? We're in the house a lot with them. So, let's say that your parents expect you to do, what's one chore any of you have? Who has a regular chore that's your responsibility? Danny, what's yours? Cleaning the cat litter? Ugh. Cora, what's yours? Doing the dishes. Ugh, taking out the garbage. Vacuuming. Feeding the dog. Oh, another cat litter job. So that is your responsibility, and that's fabulous that you do that. But how can you go the extra mile for your parents? You've got that one job. How can you go the extra mile? Danny. Oh, do it the whole week instead of just once in a while? Yes, very good. Not just the one room or two rooms, but vacuum the whole house? Good job. Yeah, do your own chore, which is dishes, but also do something of theirs. That's a wonderful example. Alice. Oh, not just take the bags out of the house, but take the garbage cans out? That's a big job. Good for you. Vacuuming your room, isn't that already your responsibility? Well, good for you. So kind of like Devin, you might decide to vacuum more. Nice job, you guys. I love that. You guys are well on your way to being more and more like Jesus. Isn't that exciting? The more kindness we can show to other people, the more they might want to know Jesus and come to church with you. It's a really good, important thing, and it makes everybody's life a little bit happier and better, doesn't it? Well, I want to pray for you guys, and then if you didn't have a chance to fill out your kind thing on the slip of paper, come up and do that before you go to your club. Okay? Jesus, we thank you so much for teaching us to be kinder than we need to be, for teaching us to go the extra mile. And I pray for every one of us that we would take it to heart, that we would figure out ways we can do that we can be more and more and more kind to the people we live with, the people that we see, the people we go to school with. Thank you for helping us do that, Jesus. Amen. All right, so if you need to fill out a slip, get a strip of paper and a marker and move away from the table so you're not all crowded up. You can sit any place. You already did, so you can go to your club. Remember, separate, and then you get any